Tēnā tātou e te whānau, tātou mai wakarongo mai ana ki tō tātou nei reo irirangi o Whanganui. O tino tātou mai mā takitaki ana I tēnei wā. Engari e te whānau, we are joined by a few members from the Māori Touch New Zealand team, currently joining us from the Gold Coast. And as they prepare for big tournament day tomorrow, they've also already had a couple of matches, all three kapa, to settle into the competition and are looking forward to what's ahead. Nō reira, joining us is a coach Sean Brown, a mixed team player Rangi Kui, and women's team player Rebecca Tamati. Firstly, thanks for taking the time to join us, koutou. Kia ora. Kia ora, kia ora koutou. Kia ora. Sean, with your kapa being the coach for the mixed team, you've had a couple of games now to see where your team sits in the competition, and what have those opening matches taught you about this tournament?
Two things. Number one, probably firstly, how amazing the kaupapa has been in terms of Māori touch and exposing our players back home over here in Australia, and then reconnecting with the whānau, especially all our Kiwis and New Zealanders in Gold Coast. So that was number one. And then number two, we've got a nice young team with a couple of old heads in it, and so for many of them it's the first time they've represented at international level. So it's just been exciting to see them being exposed to this level and then representing their whānau, their iwi and their hapu. So, yeah.
Massive. Cool. And I have watched your guys' games over the last couple of nights, and the results haven't quite gone your way so far. Pai noa tērā, but what positives have you seen from your players? As you said, it's quite a mixture of players in your team. So, yeah, what have you seen from your players and the performances?
What I've seen so far is probably just the growth and potential of the crew. Because the teams that we were playing against over here, although they're club teams, a lot of them are stacked with Australian international level. So in terms of the intensity of the games, they've actually been right up there. And so for us, and many of our players being their first time, I've actually been quite proud of the way they competed and the way they played. And it was only sort of small moments in terms of the result, although that's not the focus being over here, wins and losses. But however, we've been right thereabouts. So I was absolutely stoked with the crew and how they played and performed at the last two games.
No, very tight games, those mixed games over the last couple of nights. And I'm just going to flick it to you, Rangi. After the two games against, as your coach said, quality oppositions, what's been the biggest lesson you've taken away so far?
Probably just getting connections within the team, because not everyone's from the same place. As you know, we're all from around the motu and back home. And yes, mainly connections with my teammates and trying to get just positive connections with my team.
Yeah.
And,
Yes, and sometimes tough matches can teach you more than comfortable wins. Hey, so what have you and your team learned from those opening games?
We just need to, as a team, probably just keep building on our connections within our own pods. And also just trying to complete everything as a whole team together, because we're one team and there's no I in team. So we all need to complete our sets and touch and move forward from there.
What a great observation, Rangi. And you, Rebecca, congratulations on getting a win, on board already. How important was that result for you Wahine?
I think it was pretty important for us, especially coming into the tournament. It's always nice to start off with a win. Definitely a confident booster for the girls. I know, Rangi said, it's just building connections at the moment. We've just come through off our second camp, so still building those connections, but it was nice to start off with that win.
No, that's cool. And talking about connections, what have you enjoyed most about the way your team has performed throughout those opening games?
I think we're still building our connections, but I think defense-wise, quite strong. It's just now building our connections through our attack. Just like you said, everyone's kind of from everywhere. We're not really used to playing with each other, so just getting used to playing with each other.
Yeah, cool. And now you, Sean, now that you've had a taste of your competition, what are the key areas that your team will be looking to build heading into this tournament day tomorrow?
For us, it will just be execution of basic skills. There's a lot of talent in the group, and just as Rangi said, it's trying to find that balance and connection. Like I said, we've been thereabouts, and we've been playing some great touch. at this level, especially for a short amount of time that we've been together.
Yeah.
Today's a free day to kind of continue to build on the connections. And so for us tomorrow will just be execution of basics and fundamentals.
Massive. And now you've all talked about connection, and one thing that's always stood out about Māori representative teams is the pride and also the connection that they bring. How have you seen that come through during this trip so far, Sean?
I could probably comment on that, and I'm sure Rangi and Bex will be able to comment on as a player. Because for me, touch has always been a big part of my life, and it's just been really neat to see sport and Te Ao Māori come together and then begin to elevate and give these opportunities to our players back home. And then at the same time, just what the whole storytelling of the content online has done to engage our whānau. And so the amount of followers, the amount of comments, the amount of people back home. And so, yeah, for us, there's been a bit of a realisation on how important it is for us to be able to represent home, especially for the younger ones that are coming through. And so for me, it was just that chance to represent where I'm from, but also represent our home back in Te Aotearoa, Paparangi. And I guess seeing these two next to me, growing up from youngsters coming through the grades, and now that they're the role models of and the adults coming through, really looking forward to the next ones that they inspire coming through as well, so that our kids can kind of see. Some of our kids, in terms of Te Ao Māori, may not connect in places like kura or kapahaka, but some of our, especially our rangatahi, can connect in sports, so they can really see the balance of Te Ao Māori and sports come together. And so that's what I've been most excited about on this tour, coming back again.
Massive, Sean. Miharo i rau ngā kōrero. And to you, Rebecca, now tournament touch can be a real test, physically and mentally. How are the wahine preparing themselves for a big day tomorrow?
I think most of them are just resetting with whānau. Like a lot of them have their whānau over here watching. So having that space, being able to go back to your family, resetting that way, and then coming back together as a team later tonight.
That's awesome. That's cool having whānau there to tautoko ātinana, right? And what's something the team wants to carry forward from your recent performances into tomorrow's tournament, Rebecca?
I think for us is just having more trust in each other. Like we have a lot of star players, that have come through the New Zealand systems as well. So I guess, like again, just building that connection and then being able to put it out onto the game and performance as well.
Miharo, that's cool. Love the observation that you're able to take from this massive kaupapa, because it's not a small team that you have taken over. So this is awesome. Rabi ngā kōrero. And to you, Rangi, what's the mood been like around the camp? As everybody prepares for tournament day, how is that going?
Within our team, it is going great. We just
massive.
It's a big thing for us is just trusting each other, because even though the performances haven't gone our way on the field, but it's just about trusting each other and looking at each other's strengths and building on our weaknesses together as a whole team. End of the day, we need to have fun.
Yeah.
Also, while we're playing, we also need to have fun. But biggest thing for me is just trust within our team.
Yeah.
Because as you see, last night's performance wasn't the greatest, but we knew we could have done better. And that just comes from us trusting each other and knowing our strengths as a team.
Hard out. Always room for improvement. Doesn't matter what level you're at, there's always room for improvement. Now, you're quite the speedster, and that's one thing where we look forward to here back at home. So other than that, what else? What is something else that you are wanting to bring to the field tomorrow?
I'd probably like to showcase my strengths a bit more. Haven't been able to fully do it the last 2 days, but hopefully on Saturday, tomorrow, I get to be able to showcase my strengths and what I can bring to my team.
Cool.
But it's just a bit unfortunate that we've been on defense the whole time.
Yeah. And the time goes super quick, eh? There's moments on the live stream where I'm like, hey, they still got 1 minute left, but the thing's gone off and you're all shaking hands and I'm like, oh no, that's a whole minute. They could have scored a try. Engari, pai noa tērā. I'll throw this pātai to all three of you. Well, these next few pātai to all three of you. What's been your highlight of the tournament so far, Rangi?
The highlight of the tournament for me actually is just everyone coming together, from different iwis, we all coming together as one and travelling as a team in Te Ao Māori, just everyone coming together It's been really, really a cool experience. I've enjoyed it.
What about you, Sean?
Yeah, for me, it would just be to probably just the connecting with people that used to coach me and that I used to play with back in the day.
True.
And then the second one, sort of seeing the next generation come through and represent, especially for the ones back home, like these two and a few others that connect back to Aotearoa Paparangi. So yeah, those would be the two.
Wow, sounds like there's a bit of a 3-generation going on over there at the moment. Me huddle. Yeah. What about you, Rebecca? What's been your highlight?
For me, probably just the kaupapa in general, like knowing that the school board isn't a real reflection of what's kind of going on here.
Cool.
I guess the real reason of being here is like being said is like having an opportunity for the Rangatahi to come through. There's not many touch tournaments where the school board isn't the end goal.
Yeah, no, that's massive. You see it on the field. When you watch the game, you can tell, the points ain't the goal in the game. It's everybody just playing together and all under the same wakaaro. So that's massive to see. Now, waking up tomorrow, got a massive day ahead of you. What's the mindset heading into tournament day tomorrow?
The mindset would be trust in each other and have good connections by tomorrow morning as a whole team together, because we want to go out there on Saturday and give it our all, showcase our talents and our strengths, and hopefully come away with some wins. And that would be the main thing.
Yeah. And for me, probably the mindset would just be pride and culture. So because it's international level, but the singlet is representing our people back home. So there's just that dynamic is important. And so for me, it would just be reassuring and reminding the players where they come from, being proud of who they are, and then who they're representing. Yeah.
Mean mindset as a coach. What about you, Rebecca?
For me, it would be knowing like it's been the last day, probably just leaving everything out there tomorrow. And it's just the same, like representing Aotearoa back home, especially for the younger ones that are watching, just showcasing what we can do on the big stage. Yeah.
And just the possibilities, in the touch world and what that would bring for our rangatahi. Now, that's awesome. And just one more part-time before we let you all go. Any shout-outs to whānau, coaches or organisers?
Well, first of all, I'd like to give a shout-out to this fella right here, the B-Man. B-Man has been he's just been a part of our life in the game of touch for quite a while now. Cool. And I'd like to give a shout-out to Steely Koro. He's our open mix coach back home for Whanganui. And without these guys, I wouldn't be the player I am today. And one last shout out is Cornell Mason, Uncle Corn. He's taught me a lot about the game itself, and he's super grateful for these people in my life. Without them, I wouldn't be here.
Mine would be the same. Would be B-Man. He's played a big part in my touch career since I was young, and I think I can say the same for a lot of people as well. He's been the foundation of touch within Whanganui since we were a young age. And another shout out would be to my parents. Unfortunately, they can't be here, but I know that they're supporting back home. Yeah.
And no doubt they're watching on the live stream, eh?
Yeah.
And probably shout out from me, because she'll probably say that I love the sport more than I love her. To be obviously to my wife. Back home holding it down with my 5 tamariki. And so shout out to her first. She's always been the backbone, and she's always been the PA to say, yes, I can support the kaupapa, or no, I can't. So first shout out to her. And then the second one, other than all our families back home, the second one will just be to some of the role models that from when I had started 20 plus years ago at Māori Touch. And I saw one last night by the name of Stevie Wall, and there's a few others, and he was a tour coming from back home. And so I wanted to shout out to him, but also some of the role models that I had learned from. And so for me, it was just, I guess, duty, because I had been passed down all this mātauranga, this knowledge. It was important to kind of pass it on. And part of the kaupapa Māori for here is Waiata, Kapaka, Haka, and also tikanga. They spoke of a wakatoki around about the revitalisation of reo, and that it takes 3 generations for it to thrive. However, it takes 1 generation for it to be lost. And so, yeah, I guess for me it was that kind of philosophy and just trying to pass it down. And then at the same time, I can see both of these two and many back home doing the same thing as well, creating clubs, going to tournaments, passing it down to the next generation. And so it's kind of really pleasing to see that it's happening as well. So yeah, that'll be the two that I'll shout out to. The waifi, my whānau, and then also all the role models that have gone before us.
Massive. Tēnā koe, Sean. And tēnā hoki korua, Rebecca Tamati korua ko Rangi Kui, joining us from the Gold Coast representing Māori Touch NZ. And we wish you all the very best for tournament day tomorrow, fam. And we'll be cheering you on straight out from home, back here from home on the live stream. Ngā mihi nui kia koutou, and thank you for your time.
Kia ora.
Tēnā koutou.